Having just got our first EV, the Nissan LEAF, we are currently charging this on a nightly basis in our garage, and I am very curious to find out exactly how many kilowatt hours we're putting into this thing. How much are we paying for the fuel for this vehicle? Traditionally, go to the gas station and you can add up all your gas receipts, and at the end of the month you can say, I just spent $350 commuting to work in this old gas guzzler. Now, flip side of the coin, how much are we actually sucking off our electricity bill? Without some type of specific device set up in your panel to measure that circuit specifically, you would probably have no real idea how much out of your total monthly bill you're spending on charging this vehicle. Well, I'm about to show you the TED 5000 system and what it can do to specifically show you how much kilowatt hours you're putting into the vehicle. Okay, extremely important, listen up. Here's the safety disclaimer. If you do not have the discipline of high voltage electronic circuits, high voltage power, stay the hell out of your service box here. You do not want to get in here. These voltages that are exposed are lethal. Enough said. Go get yourself a certified electrician, not some jackass that just thinks he knows what he's doing in the panel. We definitely don't want to see anything of that nature happen. So with that said, let's put that aside. Safety always. Pay attention. These are live circuits. This is live voltage. Right now we're currently using 110 to charge the Nissan LEAF with the supplied charging equipment that came with it, and that is coming through over here on this receptacle. As you can see, there's other things plugged into it. In a few days I'll actually be receiving a specific level 2 charger that will be fed with 240 volt 30 amp, and it's a standard NEMA socket. It's you might be familiar with, that you might have seen. RVs use a similar type of sockets in your house. Your dryer will use a similar socket. Now this one here I put in specifically for the charging of the vehicle preemptively before the vehicle actually showed up. I was getting a little excited about the whole thing and got right to business and took care of it. So this one here is specifically fed off of a set of breakers in here in the lower right hand corner, and that is the only thing that's actually on that service line there. So the TED 5000 I was speaking of is basically going to do data logging of the kilowatt hours. And as you look in the lower left-hand corner of the box, you'll see a little LED flashing on a black box down there. That box there is a part of the TED 5000 system, and that is the measuring transmitting unit. And basically it receives line voltage into it to power it up. It's hardwired in, and it basically has 2 current clamps that are over the service line for the 240 volt service that we'll be using here in a few days. That guy there, the black box, uses what is referred to as power line communications. So it basically is a data collector. It's anytime a load is placed on this line, on this service here, it's actually going to calculate how many kilowatt hours, and it's going to send that information basically through the wiring in the house. And then I'll show you here shortly the other end where the actual data logger is plugged in upstairs, and then we have a nice web interface to where we can actually see our reports. Again, stay the hell out of your service panel if you're not certified, qualified, or knowledgeable with high voltage electronics power. Very important. Thanks. As you can see, I've gone ahead and put the cover to the breaker panel here. So now we're back in a safe mode of operation. We've got all our terminations on the inside taken care of, and we've tested the unit, so everything's good to go. We'll go ahead and close the cover here. And right here in this corner, right in this general area here, is where I'm going to go ahead and mount basically the Manzanita Micro Level 2 EVSE. Can't wait for it to show up. Should be here in the next day or so, and we'll plug it into that 30 amp service there. And charging the Nissan LEAF will be much more joyous with a quicker turnaround. Very exciting. So here we are at the other end with the TED 5000 gateway device. This is the brains of the whole system. We have some active LEDs on the front and on the side here, indicating that we have a good communication link with the device that is in our breaker panel down below. Using the power line communications, it's actually modulating the communication signal over the existing electrical wires that go through the wall down into the breaker panel. As this is capturing all that information, we have a connection here with an Ethernet cable. It goes to our home router system, and therefore we can actually access this through an addressable IP address, and we can bring up the service interface, which is a very nice, well put together interface to where we can generate the type of reporting that we like for our purpose. And we can also do things such as indicate or settings for what our electrical company charges us for per kilowatt hour. So we have an actual accurate accounting of how much we're actually spending for the load that is being monitored through the system. Some people may choose to actually set the TED 5000 up, and they could put it on the main inputs to their breaker service panel, and it would actually show the complete load of what the residence or facility is actually utilizing. But we have chosen specifically just to put it on the load that is being utilized for charging the Nissan LEAF. Therefore, we'll know exactly how much we're spending in electricity per month, or we can break it down per day or by hour, however we want to run the matrix on that data. It's being collected and it's saved in this device, and I believe from the specs, you can look online, but I believe it has quite the capacity to hold several years worth of information, data collection in there. At any rate, that is the TED 5000 gateway. A very nice, clean installation, and so far I am pleased with it, and we're going to see how it operates over a period of time. There's been a lot of other users that have these installed and has said great things about them. Real quickly here, I'm just going to show you the service interface for the TED 5000 system. This is the basically you enter in the IP address of your TED 5000 gateway, and this software pops up. The screens are active. Currently, I don't have a load set on my service that I'm monitoring in the garage right now. So right here, you'll notice this looks like this meter here is actually at 0 because we have no load on it. But you can do things such as click on the dollar sign, and it will actually change it from kilowatts to dollars spent this month. And you can actually go into another portion of this where there's if you wanted to see like graphics and such, and there's a drop down menus where you can change it between how many kilowatt hours to how much money you're spending for that. And there's quite a bit in here, a lot of detail in here. It's pretty cool, so go check it out. If you want to see more, I believe there is a demo at the energydetective.com of this software application if you wanted to see all the different fine detail that you can set. So it's pretty cool. So go check it out, and have a great new year.